Alright, Vanagon addicts, we're going to take this thing for a drive here. I'm going to pass this over to my wife so she can film the action. This is about 8 o'clock at night. It's not quite all the way dark yet, but it's getting close, and you can see these lights are extremely bright. I mean, when you see that stop sign ahead, it's like lit up like crazy. This is low beams. High beams is even brighter. So the only thing I'm worried about is people getting blinded, but nobody's flashed me so far. So I'm hoping, you know, on the lens it says DOT on it. So I'm hoping that means that they're not so bright that they're going to cause a problem. The color is very white in color. So again, you know, you're not going to be drawing some attention to yourself. You know, if it was like some weird color like purple or red or something, I would say, you know, the police are going to be after you. But white, and to me that's what you can see the best with anyway. So if you can ignore all the rattling and noises this 85, little slightly rough 85 Westy is doing here, we will proceed to drive back, and hopefully as we drive along it'll get darker. You can see our airport here on the left hand side, and then also we've got the Millville, or the New Jersey Motorsports Park on the left here. So any of you folks that have some kind of a car that you like to race, this is a great track. You can come down and race to your heart's content. Also on the right side up here we've got a pretty new dirt bike track that's called the Field of Dreams, and yeah, both of these things are pretty popular around here. Yep, so you can definitely see, I mean, this light pattern on the road, it's really lighting things up. I turn on the high beams and just kind of throw some extra beams out there and light stuff up even more. But just like I said, the low beams are doing some great work. So this could be, if you had the 7-inch round lights, this could be a great solution for you. The only little tweak I had to do was there's like these 3 bumps that the light is kind of centered on when you put it into the bucket on the Vanagon, and for some odd reason one of the bumps would not fully seat into the bucket. So I took a pair of grips and just kind of tweaked it right there, like made that one bump of the 3 just a tad bit deeper in the bucket. You'll see what I'm talking about when you go to do it. And I just tweaked it a little bit with a pair of pliers. I didn't have to grind anything or cut anything. I mean, we're talking about probably like a 32nd of an inch difference. And once I did that, it actually kind of almost snapped in place, and then I could put the outer ring on. So that was the only little piece of weirdness that I had on the install, which was a pretty easy fix. Okay, so we're turning in here so you can see that sign is really easy to see, easy to read. New Jersey Motorsports Park. Just these LED lights do a great job, you know, lighting up what you want to see, which is signs, the road itself, and possibly, you know, people, animals on the side of the road. I mean, that's what you want your headlights to be showing you. I mean, I can see way down there. Let me turn on the high beams. You know, it doesn't really seem like it's throwing it farther. Maybe a little bit. Okay, alright, so when I do that, you kind of see it's lighting up the reflectors a little bit farther distance. So this is on high beams here. I mean, it's very, very bright. I didn't aim these headlights. I kind of figured they were aimed properly because, you know, there's buckets. They don't really ever get sealed beam headlights, slap them in, and you're good to go. You never usually mess with the adjustment, so I didn't do anything that way. And they look like they're aimed pretty good to me. So we're getting ready to take a turn in here, and we just have a couple more minutes of driving. But I thought I would just let my wife video this for you. So if you have some, an 84, actually 80 to 85 Vanagon with the round headlights, or if you got the round headlights because you're doing the South African grill kit thing, I think this would be a great add-on for you. And the other thing that it would help with is the longevity of your headlight switch and your high beam, low beam switch. The original lights are pulling a good bit of amps, especially if you're running, like say 100 watt halogens in an H4 housing. I know a lot of times people install relays for that to deal with that situation. That's a great idea, but the problem with all that stuff, it just makes it so much more complicated. And I get calls from people all the time like, my headlights stopped working, I don't know what's going on. I say, did you put in a Go SD relay kit for the headlights? Yup. I'm like, it could be something with that, it could be the headlight switch, it could be a bunch of things. So it's just another thing that to go wrong. If you put in these LED lights, it's actually going to reduce your amperage load by, I would say, half or more. So I had some numbers today on the amperage and versus the halogens, and the amperage of the LEDs was extremely like half. Okay, and that's great. I mean, it unloads your switch, unloads your wiring. Now your headlight wiring is plenty good for the really bright lights, and your headlight switch is not going to be crapping out on you in the middle of your trip, because you have this just takes the load off of it, and it's not going to fail as easily. So we're almost back to the house, almost back to the shop. It is getting darker now, and these lights are doing a great job to lighting up the road. I know we're on kind of a lit right now, but
it's very bumpy.
And it's extremely bumpy. My wife wants you to know she hasn't drank any alcohol ever, so definitely not tonight. And that's not why it's swaying all over the place. This van ride's kind of bumpy, definitely, and this road is pretty much garbage. So anyway, so that's what's going on, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little quick video about these LED headlights, round 7-inch rounds on a Vanagon. I'm going to start selling them on the website, so I will try to put a link down in the description as soon as I can, and also list them on the site. Please like, subscribe, and join us on Friday at 5 o'clock for our Live at 5 Vanagon Talk every Friday at 5 o'clock. And I hope you guys get a lot more miles per gallon with your Vanagon. Alright guys, thanks. Have a great evening.